Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Lovin Riyadh show. I'm Rama and we're back after Eid. So we have a few topics for you guys today that are super interesting. Starting with Saudi students set earlier alarms with new daylight saving hours, and Saudi is transforming its highways into cultural adventures. So let's get started. Our first topic is that Saudi students set earlier alarms with new daylight saving hours. So Saudi is officially rolling out daylight saving time in schools starting this Sunday, which was yesterday, April 6th, and this is just in time for the third academic term after the Eid break. This adjustment is aimed at improving efficiency and syncing with the daylight changes that happen seasonally. So we're going to start seeing earlier start times across public and private schools nationwide. For example, in Riyadh, the morning assembly, which happens every day, will begin at 6:15 a.m., with the first class starting at 6:30 a.m. sharp. And this is obviously for some schools, not everything. And the schedule is going to run until the end of the term on June 26th. And Riyadh is not the only place to be implementing this new rule. Other regions are also set to implement their own updated timetables. So, for example, in Asir, students begin lining up at 6:45 a.m. and their classes start at 7 a.m. And in Baha, for another example, they start even later, which is at 7 a.m. with the morning assembly and 7:15 for classes. So education authorities across the entire kingdom are encouraging students and parents and even the schools to embrace this new schedule with enthusiasm, because obviously this helps the students adjust with the daylight times and make sure that their schedules align with the natural timings of the day, which will, I think, in my opinion, make students concentrate even more and focus even more because their schedules are aligned naturally. And with only one term left in the academic year, they're leaning into the final stretch, and the Ministry of Education also highlighted the important role of families in helping students ease into the shift. So not only the schools, but also families are obviously a very important factor in ensuring that everything runs smoothly, and also ensuring punctuality, which is very important, and focus to make sure that the learning environment is super smooth and efficient for the upcoming rest of the year. So it's an important update, and if anybody has any kids in school or if you yourself are in school, we hope that these new hours are a little bit easier and kind of make the day a little bit more efficient for everybody involved, not just the students, but also the parents, the teachers. For our next topic, Saudi is transforming its highways into cultural adventures. So if you've been on the road from Riyadh to Dammam, or on the highway from Riyadh to Qasim, you might have seen some signs popping up, although they are in Arabic. They allude to a pit stop or a cultural sighting nearby. And if you're planning a road trip across Saudi this year, get ready to basically spot more than just rest stops and camels, because you can be spotting anything from interesting cultural initiatives to more. And this is a cool new initiative that is thanks to Wirth Saudi, I think I'm pronouncing that right, which is a collaboration between the Roads General Authority and the Royal Institute of Traditional Arts. So this was launched as part of 2025's Year of Handicrafts, as we know is the theme of this year from Saudi. And the program is rolling out culturally rich signage along major highways that spotlight the kingdom's traditional arts. So think intricately carved Najdi doors, ancient mud construction techniques, or even the timeless craft or bisht making, which is now all highlighted along these drives. So even if it's an everyday drive, you can maybe take a little stop and explore something new or learn a little bit about the kingdom and its rich culture. And the first routes getting this cultural glow up include the Riyadh Dammam Highway, the Mecca Medina Highway, and the Riyadh Qassim Expressway. And more highways across the country are set to join in during the next phases. So, as we all know, Saudi is home to one of the most connected road networks in the world, and Saudi is now using that infrastructure to connect locals and travelers with its super rich heritage. So, next time you're on the road or on one of these highways, make sure to keep your eyes peeled and maybe take a little pit stop and explore some of the culture that Saudi has to offer. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode. We will see you tomorrow for another episode of the Lovin Riyadh show. Make sure to follow all the episodes on all the streaming platforms as well as YouTube. Not for the visuals on these daily episodes, but for once a week or twice a week, depending on if we have a super interesting interview for you guys. So see you next time.